Hi everyone, I've gone completely butterfly mad again. I made some butterfly embellishments for Art Journal Prompts week 43 using Prima watercolour oil pastels, and I cut them out and used them in my page, and that's what they look like, and they're very pretty. But I thought not everybody has got Prima oil pastels, and I used some of the or tried out some of the Maped colour peps, which are similar to gelatos, and those didn't work as well as the oil pastels. So I had a play using watercolour pens and got great results. Let me just move those out of the way. This is one that I did using just ordinary watercolour pens. Mine were the Docraft ones from Artiste here in the UK. So that's the one done with watercolour pens, and that's the one done with water-soluble crayons, oil pastels. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I have stamped my image onto a piece of mixed media card. I think for this one, because I'm using pens, I've decided that rather I did the one for Art Journal Prompts on thick, well, quite thin really, cardstock, but I've decided that mixed media paper might just be a little bit better. So let me show you how I did it. So as I say, I've stamped my image, and you haven't got to be particularly neat because you're going to cut the image out, but I am just going to colour loosely. You want colours that will blend nicely and not make mud, so just bear that in mind. I'm just going to add some colour like this, trying to make it as symmetrical as I can, as butterflies are. So let's have a look. That's there we go, fairly symmetrical. I think I'll add some of the purple at the bottom as well. But I just think these make really pretty embellishments, and if you're doing a whole batch as well, they're quite quick to make, and I've found as well that these dry a lot quicker than the oil pastels too, which is a bonus. Right, so there we go. So then I'm going to add some blue. These have got sort of like a bullet end and a brush end, and the brush end's just quicker and easier. So just adding a bit of colour. There we go. And then let's have a look, make sure that that's fairly symmetrical. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course, it's mixed media. And then finally I'm going to add some yellow. So as I say, just be careful that you use colours that will blend nicely together so that you don't end up with a horrible muddy mess. Right, there we go. So now all I want to do, if I can find it, is just spray with water and just watch the colours blend. I mean, isn't that pretty? And then I've just got a piece of kitchen towel here just to mop up where it sort of spills and puddles around the edges. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my heat tool and I'm going to give this a dry, and then I'll come back. Right, okay, so that's pretty, but nothing spectacular at this stage. So what I want to do now, using just a normal gel pen, this is the Uniball Vision Elite, which I think is waterproof, but at this stage it doesn't matter anyway on this, because of course the watercolour pens are not. So you're going to have to be a bit careful with this. You don't want to get it near any water unless you want it to bleed and start blending again. Right, so what I want to do now is I've got some Posca paint pens, and you can use paint for this as well. I want to add some splatters, so I've got a blue, a pink, a white and a black, and as I say, you can do this with watered down acrylic paint. That would work in exactly the same way. And I've got a big paintbrush somewhere. What have I done with it? And I'm going to start off with the pink. I'm going to give my Posca pen, a big shake, pump it down just to activate it, and you're going to tap and get some splatters, and this just completely transforms your butterfly from looking pretty to sort of really gorgeous. So add a few of those, then I'm going to come in with the blue and do the same thing. Just give that a pump. And I just love that, so pretty. And then I'm going to come in with the white. Some bigger blobs on that one, but that one's fine. And then we'll come in with the black. Give that a shake. And then I'm going to go off and give that a dry, and I'll come back again. Right, so that is cut out now, and I want to ink around the edges. So I'm just grabbing my StazOn ink. And then I've got a piece of craft wire here that I've cut, and I'm just bending it in half and squeezing it at the bottom like that, just with my fingers. And then I've got my round nose pliers here, and I'm just going to make sort of like a curlicue at the end. Of course, if you don't want to do this, or you haven't got pliers or wire or what have you, you could just draw them on. It's fine, it's entirely up to you. I just like it with the wire. There we are. And then I'm just waiting for my heat gun to heat up, and as soon as that's ready, I shall come back and we'll just glue it onto the back. Right, here we go. So that's hot enough now. So I'm just going to, in fact, what I shall do first is I want to grab a baby wipe, and I've got some Inca Gold here, and I'm just going to add some Inca Gold to the back, just which neatens that up. And of course, then if you sort of want it 3D, you haven't got a plain white background showing, we'll do the same. Oh, I've done it with the other one anyway. So right, so that's had a quick dry, and I'm just going to add a blob of glue just to the end there, and then just very quickly before it sets, just add my antenna in place and just press that down with the pliers like that. And there we have it. So 2 cute watercolour butterflies. And here I've coloured in a whole page of butterflies in lots of different colourways. I just wanted for you to see what colours I've used, and I'm just going to spray these with water now so that you can see how they blend and the colours mingle. So this page is more or less dry now, and that's what it looks like. And you could see that some of them started to run, and I just grabbed a tissue and mopped up. So all of the butterflies have had their bodies put on, and they've had the splatter attack. Let's turn it sideways for you. Okay, so the butterflies are cut out now. The set on the left are the ones that I've created using the watercolour brush pens, and the set on the right are the ones that I created with the Prima oil pastels. These ones on the right were created on lightweight cardstock, whereas I did the ones with the brush pens on £140 mixed media paper, but both equally as lovely and vibrant. And just to give you some more ideas as well, this one here was created using a very cheap set of watercolour brush pens from Tiger here in the UK. Let me just show you the 3 colours that I used. I used those, whereas these ones were created using the Do Craft Artiste pens. So, you know, good results, whatever you've got. You don't have to use expensive materials for this. I must admit with this one, I put the colours on the paper, sprayed it with water, dried it, and then went over with the colours again. So that's given it more vibrancy. And then I've got another one somewhere. This one here was created with watercolor pencils. I've just got a cheap set of Gallery 24 colour pencils. These are old. These were Alex's when he was at secondary school, so probably at least 10 years old. But again, that's worked really well. So use whatever you have. If you like that, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below. And I hope everybody's going to be going off and making some butterflies. Excuse me, I've got a croaky voice. Anyway, take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.